Hi, hello. I'm back with some mealtime tips. So I just want to give you a few things that you can start to do that can help you create some calm mealtime routines that can help us get into that parasympathetic state that we are all after when we're eating, because that is our state for resting and digesting. So these are 3 things that I try to do consistently that you can start to mix into your life if they feel good for you. So the first one is a couple rounds of box breathing when I sit down in front of my plate. So it's important to not eat at our desk, in front of our computer, while we're working, while we're in a potentially stressful state. So we want to be treating mealtime as something separate from work time, and you can do so by doing 2 rounds of this breath work as your form of separation. So it looks like inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds. We've chatted a bit about it before, but you draw the box in your mind as you're breathing. Do that 2 times. It takes 32 seconds. And that will be enough to help kick you into that parasympathetic state, help calm you down, and get ready for digesting. The second mealtime tip is all about mechanical digestion. So the more that we are chewing, the more nutrients we're extracting from the food that we're eating. So there's, all sorts of numbers that float around, like try to chew your food 30 times before you swallow, try to chew it 17 times, 7 times. I've heard all sorts of things, but you can try some version of counting like that. Aim for somewhere between 7 and 17, see what works for you. It'll be obviously a little bit more if you're eating some sort of protein that's harder to break down, like a steak versus a vegetable, or a starch or something like that. That's a bit easier. Another thing that you can do is put your fork down between bites, and that's kind of a natural way to remind yourself to chew more and take a little bit more time with your food. I've seriously had some clients where starting to eat slower is the one thing that changed all of their digestion. So they were having symptoms before of gas, bloating, indigestion, all the things that we want to try and avoid. And we went through food tracking, trying to determine what foods were causing these symptoms. And actually this has happened to a few people, but this one person I'm thinking of in particular, once she started eating a bit slower, all of those symptoms disappeared. So this can happen for you too if you are noticing that you have a bunch of symptoms like that. So that's your second mealtime tip. Try to eat a bit slower, try to chew more, and you will get more from the food that you're eating. Tip number 3 that I try to do consistently is take a postprandial walk or a post-meal walk, even if it's for 5 minutes around the block. Going out for a quick walk instead of eating and then moving straight to the couch really helps to stabilize and balance blood sugar, which is what I talk about so much. It's always what I'm after, because the more often we can stabilize our blood sugar, the less inflammation we'll have in the body, the more we can maintain weight or lose weight, the more energy we have, the better sleep we'll have if we aren't riding this blood sugar roller coaster all day long. So eating and then going out for a quick walk is a way that you can stabilize your blood sugar post-meal. So those are the 3 things that I try to do consistently, your 3 mealtime tips. Box breathing before, chewing or eating slower during, and taking a short walk after. See if you can try to add some of those into your routines, and if you can make mealtime feel like a separate, sacred type of thing. Let me know if you have any questions.